I just caught a massive carp along with some really nice size shad. Alright guys, I'm going to show you guys how to target shad, what to look for, where to find them at. The main goal of this video is to get you guys on shad in your area. Now, as we get down here, I'll show you guys what to look for in your area. Alright, so there, I don't know if you guys see that bird flying off or not, but there's always birds and stuff down here every time I come. They're on these shad. Alright, so as we get down here, I'm going to show you guys real quick. You see how we got water here and you have land out of the water, but you guys can probably see in the video that you guys can see there's land right there that's out of the water, and then you come down, you can still see in the water the bottom. It's just a couple inches deep out there. It's deeper right in here where we're going to be throwing at, but why these fish come here is because of how shallow it is. Now, when you want to find shad in your area, what you're going to want to do is look for the most shallow places you can find, preferably coves, really long coves. Now, behind me, on the other side of this culvert, there's a long cove that leads into here. They're in that cove behind me too. But why they're in here, and this is what you got to think about when you're trying to find them in your area, is a cove that stays shallow throughout. Maybe at the mouth of the cove it's a little deep, but you want to find a cove that's, 6-7 feet or less throughout the cove. You don't want a cove that's relatively deep and it gets shallow just at the back of it. You want it to stay shallow because it makes those shad feel safe. And what makes them feel extra safe is when they have areas like this to come to. That's why they're in here so thick, is because they can get up into that. When these big fish are coming in here, they can get up in these inches of water here, and those big fish can't get up there. I mean, they're going to get stuck trying to come up there and get them out of those inches of water. So all those shad will flock way back in there where those ducks are. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that's just inches deep all the way back there. And those shad go flying back there when anything comes in here, and nothing can get to them because it's just inches deep. Those big fish cannot get up in there. So they feel safe in here. And really another bonus to this spot, now this is going to be a little bit harder for you to find something like this, is a culvert or something leading into something like this. Because what that tells these shad, it gives them an extra sense of security. There's only one way in here and one way out of here, and it's a very small culvert right here that leads into this, coming out of that bigger backwater right there. So there's only one way that these bigger fish can get in here on them. They hang out right here waiting to see if there's big fish coming in here. As soon as they detect a big fish, they go shallow. So think of the security of the shad, what will make them feel safe, and really shallow backwaters are where you're going to want to target. So let's throw this cast net out here and see what we can come up with. The water is up more than it usually is. Usually you got this shallow spot right here coming in, and this is the only water that you have in the area. So it's a little bit deeper. We might not catch 100 in one throw today. We might only catch 10, 15 per throw, but that'll be fine. Now I will, if you guys want me to, just leave in the comments. If you want me to show you guys how to throw a cast net, the easiest way that I know of, I taught myself this way. I looked up several videos when I got a cast net, and I just watched, and it was so hard for me to learn, and I just figured out my own way of doing it. And I show somebody, more of my friends, one time, and they get it within one throw. It's just the easiest way I found to throw one. The main thing you want to do, though, however, which way you decide to throw it, is make sure that you do not have any tangles in here as you're pulling through this line. So, let's throw, guys. Let's see what we can come up with right here. Let's see what we can come up with. Oh, God. All right, guys, so here's a prime example of this. I mean, they're falling out of the net as I speak. So we probably got close to 50 right here. Let me bag these up. They're still falling out of the net. Let me get these out. I'll show you guys. Now, these smaller shad that are hanging up in this net right here, you guys can see right here and stuff. I'm just going to shake them out. we did get one decent one. Let me show you guys this. Gosh. So we got a decent one. That one's probably about 6 inches or so. All right, let me shake the rest of those small shad back into the water. But what I try to do here is where it's coming out, I know that they stack out about 4 or 5 feet out from this culvert, and that's generally what I'm trying to throw at. I threw there once already, so I'm going to throw to the right of it. It's a little bit deeper over there. Sometimes the bigger ones will hang out just off that deep. Got a little bit of a mess in the net. Make sure you want to always get your knots out. Here we go, guys. We're going to try to get it over this time for you. A little bit over there. Not as far over as I wanted it. Oh my God, guys. Look at this. It's ridiculous. I just caught a massive carp along with some really nice sized shad. Let me get this up here for you guys. I'm going to break my net. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whew. Holy cow, guys. This is a massive shad. Let me come back, or massive carp. He's destroying my shad right now and my net. Let me try to get him out of there. Get him back in the water before he dies. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to use carp here in Tennessee for bait anymore, so I have to throw him back. Man, I hate catching them big fish in these nets. They're so hard to get out. They create a massive wad mess on me every time. Alright, I got him out. Man, he's destroying my net. Please stop moving. Alright, guys. There's this massive carp. Let me pick him up and show him to you guys. Alright. So there's you guys a nice carp. Let me throw him back. Oh, I hope I don't fall right here. Whew. Off like a rocket he goes. Let me get all these big shad. Guys, I got such a mess now. This is what I hate doing. Got all these freaking shad down here. Some of them are really nice sized shad, especially that big boy right there. Let me get these in the net, and we'll conclude this video. Alright, guys, I got all those shad in the net. But this rock right here is what I was standing on. Whoa, there goes some birds. Man, that'll scare the crap out of me sometimes. That was pretty scary. But yeah, those birds constantly come back in here because they know they're shad. That's another good thing you guys can use for locating shad sometimes, especially when they're spread out. Now, general rule of thumb, I just say come back here and you're going to hook up with a bunch of shad. If they're spread out, look for where the birds are at. You'll do pretty good there. Now somebody's shooting. I'll get my net rolled up. But guys, that's what you need to do. Come to these shallow places where there's inches of water for these shad to escape. Find really shallow coves that are consistently shallow throughout the cove. If you can find a culvert like this that cuts off access, only makes one way in, one way out, it's a very good place to find shad. So guys, I hope this video helps. As always, hit that subscribe button if you're not already. We come over and talk about a lot of tips, a lot of stuff about catfishing, and hit that thumbs up.